On January 7th, 2025, the Eaton fire broke out in the hills above Altadena. That being bad enough as it is, it happened during a high wind condition which forced the flames down the hill into residential areas. Mine was one of them. I tried chasing embers around the neighborhood, putting out what I could, but it was just not enough. There was no support. There was no fire department. I can understand helicopters and airplanes being grounded, but no ground crews. There was nothing. I was on my own. At one time there was a pair of bulldozers parked at the top of lake, but they left. This is the last picture I got of my house before I bid it a fond farewell and wished it good luck. Unfortunately, that was the last picture ever taken of this house. At about 1:30 at night, I decided to get out of the neighborhood. The fire was getting a bit close, starting to engulf some structures, and on my way out, this is our only road in and out, the ground cover on the right was burning. Fortunately, I had decided to leave then, or I might have been trapped. The heat was enough to crack the windshield of my truck. The next morning, this is a view heading from Devil's Gate Dam towards Altadena. Not very promising. Crossing Woodbury and trying to head back to my house, I noticed a couple of structures on fire down by Woodbury, and there's no fire trucks there. Oh, well, here they are. They're finally heading into the area, it looks. Got quite a procession. The cavalry have arrived. A bit too late, though. My neighborhood of 36 houses, I think there was only 4 or 5 that survived, and those had quite a bit of smoke damage. The rest were literally burnt to the ground. This is driving into my neighborhood. Smoke still hanging in the air. Nothing but devastation. This was my father-in-law's house. He's a widower and a long-time resident. Much like the people around our neighborhood, they lost everything. And across Altadena, there are the few and the fortunate whose houses did make it through the fire. Now, I don't know what went wrong, but there was very little response. We had no fire department in our area. I don't know if there was water pressure or not after Edison had shut the power off, but it just seems that something more could have been done. Losing such a vast area of Altadena is really inexcusable. Well, thank you very much for providing me your time to show this presentation. Altadena strong. From the ashes we shall build a better day.